Maybe a little darker on it, but I think it's a pretty good match. Let's get you guys a real close up here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming along. Hey, and if you're not a subscriber, hit that button. Help me out a little bit. It's free. All right, so today's video, we got a special one for you. I've been waiting to do this video for a while. Needed that swim bait mold, which we're gonna be using today. And we're gonna be matching a special color by Keitech. The special color is actually my buddy Joe's from Live to Fish. If you haven't seen his channel, make sure you check that out. This is his favorite color to fish with in the swim bait. And it's gonna be Keitech's Smallmouth Magic. So let's get over to the bench and let's check it out. All right, as you can see here, we've been looking at the Keitech 3.8-inch swim bait, and this again is in the Smallmouth Magic color. It's a great bait for swim baits, and especially for smallmouth. So let's get this out and take a little better look at it. Right away, we're looking at a watermelon color. It's a darker watermelon. It's got some blue flake in it, about 0.15. Looks like we just have some pearl powder on the bottom. May have a little white in it. We're going to take a look at that a little closer. Now let's take a look at the swim bait baits. Let's take a look at the difference between the Keitech and the Fat Guys Fishing. All right, we got two baits lined up next to each other here. We are looking at a 3.8-inch and a 3.75-inch, so there's a little length difference. Right away I can tell you there's a big difference in the paddle tail. We're looking at a wider paddle tail and a much thinner paddle tail than the Fat Guys Fishing. Other than that, the baits are very similar. They're ribbed. The Fat Guy Fishing is a little more narrow than the Keitech's. Keitech does have a hook slot in the top and the bottom. Or just the top. Nope, we got one in the bottom too, I think. Yep. And other than that, they're pretty much the same. All right, let's start making it. All right, we're going to start off with our top color, which is going to be the watermelon. We're going to start off with 10 drops. This is a half cup. We're going to go with another 10 right away. So we have a total of 20, which should be right. For a full cup, normally I use 40 drops of the Lure Works 101 watermelon to make my baits, which looks right about now. Good. Next color we're going to be using is Scuppernong. It's a lighter brown. Most people will use brown in this color. It's what I have, so we're going to go a little extra drops with it to make it a little darker. And I think we're going to be using 6 drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get that mixed up. Get a little browner color that needs to be. Might have went too brown. We went too brown. So we can throw some more watermelon in there. 4 more watermelon to lighten it up a little bit. The flake we're going to be using is going to be the .015 Blue Hex by Lure Works. We're going to throw in a quarter of this. It's actually quite a bit of blue in it. Give you a little closer look. It's got the blue, A little darker green. Looks good. All right, for our top color, we're going to be using the pearl powder. This is a pearl white. We're going to use about a quarter of this. Now with these powders, you got to really stir them in. It's clumps. I don't think we're going to need to add any white. I think it looks pretty good right now. Take a little sample. Yeah, this is going to be good just all on its own. Let's give it a little quick mix here. All right, we're going to send these over to the vacuum chamber, get all the air taken out of them, and we'll get them shot up. All right, we're going to go ahead and shoot these. Right now they're about 330 degrees. All right, we're going to go ahead and open up the blending block, take a look at that, and give us an idea of what our colors look like. Get you guys a little look here. I think it's going to look pretty good. All right, we're going to go ahead and get this mold opened up. It's cooled off enough now. Let's see what we got here. I think we did a pretty good job. Maybe used a little too much pearl. Made it a little whiter than it needs to be. But I think the colors worked out good on the green and brown. That's kind of cool. It had silver all the way down the straight back of it. Let's get these hung up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these opened up. See how we did. They look good as well. Definitely take some of the pearl out next time. We got a little too much, made it too white, but they look good. Get them hung up. All right, guys, we've got the swim baits in front of us. We have a Keitech right here. I'm going to say that I used too much pearl on the bottom on this one because mine is definitely much whiter. But the green, it might be a little darker on it, but I think it's a pretty good match. Let's get you guys a real close up here. The bellies. A little brighter. Use a little too much pearl. But I think it's going to work out great. right, guys, thanks a lot again for sticking through the video. Do appreciate it. I think we did a pretty good color match, except for the white underbelly. It was a little too much white pearl powder, so we'll back off on that next time, about halfway. The top color looked good, so I'm real happy with that. So like I said, this is one of Joe's favorite colors to use by Keitech in the summer, so you're going to see us using it a lot and catching a lot of smallmouth. Once again, thanks a lot for showing up, and if you haven't already, man, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. So I'll see you guys next week. See you then.